Okay, so we are well into the remodel now. We've got all of the demo pretty much done, and now we are at the point where we've got a lot of framing done. Some of the fronts cleaned up a little bit, where we've taken out all of the shrubs and the stuff that was growing up on the side of the house. You'll see that later if I decide to go around the side of the house. But here's our main entrance of the house, going into the hallway. And one of the things you'll notice is if you look up, which you can't really do till I turn the camera up, but you look up, we have all new trusses here because that's where we dropped the floor down. The floor used to be quite a bit higher. Now we're probably at about 8 feet, 9 feet ceilings, which is still plenty high enough, but that allowed us to put more flooring space upstairs. So we ended up tearing out the floors here. There was a lot of damage to the floors in here, and we need to get that cleaned up. So we're going to replace those floors in here. And that actually provides us access so that we can get in and with the HVAC and electric and plumbing and run any new lines we need to run. So this is the master bedroom, which is off when you first walk in to the house. And that wall that's right in front of you there, we're going to open that up. That's going to be the entrance into the master bath because before we had to go through this open area here to get to the master bath. So you can still see the entranceway over here. I don't know why my demo team hung a shower curtain here, but we have a shower curtain over what used to be the doorway to the master bedroom. The master bath. But that's not going to be the master bath anymore. Now we're going to have all this area in here. Will make for a nice sized walk-in closet. And as we go through the walls here, which is, you know, one of those ghost-like features we're able to add to the house. Actually, this wall here to our left, we're going to go ahead and close that up also too. So what we're standing right next to here is the wall that's going to be the back of the closet, and the other side over here is going to be a very good sized half bath. So in here, this will be walled up right in front of us where the shower curtain is. This area here is going to be a wall to our master bath. Okay, so in here, here's our master bath. That's going to be the opening into the master bedroom. And what we'll have over here is a nice vanity, our commode, of course. And over here, we'll have the shower. And we'll have a little bit of closet space as well. Moving through the walls again, now we get into our half bath. The half bath is nice. We're going to close this wall up here. We'll have an entrance on the hallway. And we'll have our toilet and our sink vanity all in the half bath. Looking at it from the other side now. Trying to do this without falling through the open flooring, but that'll be walled up. We'll have our vanity and our toilet over here, and we'll have a nice sized closet in there as well. This is the second bedroom that's on the first floor over here. What we've done is we removed, if you looked at some of the older video, I think I had in it where you see that white space on the wall in front of us was what was a kind of built-on closet. So it went just to that height up there, probably about 8 feet, and stuck out about a foot or so. So now this second bathroom has a fairly good sized, sorry it's taken so long, I'm, like I said, trying not to fall through the floor. It's going to have a fairly good sized closet right over here. And we're talking to the HVAC guys. The duct work here that you see in front of us is probably going to go away. So if at the very least it would be enclosed, but we likely won't even need that. So that's our second bedroom on the first floor. We're getting all new windows throughout. And here we're back into the hallway again. So now if you noticed, we've closed this in. It's a bit dark here. I have some plastic over the doorway, so we can try to pull this to the side a little, get some sunlight in so you can see what's going on. All right, so here, this is our mudroom. This is our laundry room if you're from the north, mudroom if you're from the south. And over here, we're gonna have a washer, dryer, The hot water heater will be inside here in this room as well. That way it serves a couple of purposes. It gives us easy access to the hot water heater should something go wrong with the hot water heater. But it's also a good place that if for some reason the hot water heater were to leak, it would leak and go outside of the house and not inside the house. So we're gonna have, as you can see up here, let me get the plastic open again. You can see our ceilings go up. That's gonna provide us a little bit more of an open spaced feel to it by having that ceiling go to the peak like that. So we're gonna build walls on here, of course, so we're not looking at the walls that you see here. And who knows, maybe we'll just keep this mirror. Going back into the hall, you can see this also gives us just a few feet more. Now we'll put a door here so that when we have the washer and dryer out here, it's just another added sound insulator by putting the door up here. But the primary door that we'll be locking, you know, the exterior door is gonna be right over here. But we'll have an interior door here, cut down on the sound a little bit. But what's nice is when you have that door open, you can see it lengthens the house a bit by being able to have the line of sight go all the way from the back wall of the house to the front door. Going over here right now, you can see we've got the kitchen. I think the last video I showed you, we had torn out most of the wall. Now the wall is completely gone. We have our beam up to support it. We've got the flooring torn up over here, and we've got our design pretty well set up. Originally, we were talking about having an island here, but what we finally decided on was to make it more of a peninsula coming off of that wall, mainly to provide us enough space to walk around it. Because once we put in that peninsula, if we put in it as an island, the walkways on either side of the island would be small enough that it would seem sort of awkward. It would seem a little small, a little tight. So this way, we've got it wide open. We've got that where the peninsula comes out. That'll give us a little bit more space to where we can actually build a little bit of an L almost into the dining room if we need to or want to extend that kitchen countertop a little bit. We've got the window space open. It's the intent is to keep that space open. We go back here and we've now got the pantry. We talked about this in the last video. That doorway, we're going to close that up, make it a wall to the exterior. And this is the wall that leads right over. If we went through this wall, we'd be going into the mudroom, the laundry room. Right over the top there's the mudroom, just to give you some perspective. And this is all going to be the butler's pantry. It's going to be an amazing pantry. If you're a chef, you'll love it. You'll have plenty of places for everything. We went back and forth on the idea of this being an actual exterior doorway here. But my wife brought me to my senses and said, yeah, we don't want critters coming from the outside into where we have our food, and we don't want to have human critters coming through here with muddy feet either. So we're going to close that in, wall it in, and we'll have access through the back entrance to the house over there. So this is our kitchen area. We're going to close that wall in here. We're going to clean all of this up. Of course, we're going to replace the wall on that, or clean that up and put some drywall up over here. This is our dining room area, and you've seen this before. We've got all the way over into there, into our living room space. We have the header up. You can see that now. The header's up so that we can put some beautiful barn doors on there. And the intent is to take some of the wood that we used, or we pulled out of the upstairs, and use that to create the barn door, so it'll look really nice. We've opened up the space. They had originally kind of a sitting area. It was really more like just a cabinet that they lifted up, and they had used it for utility purposes. We're going to close it all up, clean it up, make the wall look nice and smooth there, and it'll enlarge the dining room area here. We walk in here into our living room. We've taken out that enormous fireplace over here to the left. So we had the fireplace over in here. That took up that entire corner. So we've cleaned that up and opened up that space. We've got this wall. We went back and forth on expanding this doorway here a little bit, but we didn't want to take away that space here where you might want to have your big screen TV, or you might want to have some pictures or mirror or something like that. Going around here to the front more, that's our main entrance to the house, to give you some perspective here. Those two windows are out there on the front of the house, on the porch. And we didn't want to, we wanted to keep this area, like this goes back to the doorway story. We wanted to keep these windows so that we could maybe set a couch up over against this back wall here. And that's why we kept the space open here for a TV or entertainment center, something like that. That way we got our window space still open, bringing light into the house, and giving us an opportunity to look out onto our beautiful porch. So if you look up, again, when I aim the camera up, you'll see all new flooring, well, all new ceiling, all new trusses there. Those are 2x10s to support the flooring up above. So what that ended up doing is, in a sense, this floor, that you can see the line where the ceiling was for the floor above. But oddly enough, there wasn't a floor immediately above. The floor was about 2.5 feet above. So in order to make the floor upstairs level, we actually raised the den floor and we lowered the hallway floor over here. And now the floor upstairs is all level, which it's time to go upstairs. Upstairs being where I'm most excited. So we're walking down the hallway. Let's go back up real quick so you get a perspective again. Here's our master bedroom. That's what I was saying, where we were in before. That wall over there is going to be an opening into the bathroom. So this will be the master castle, more like. So nobody has to go in here. Nobody's going to be looking in your medicine cabinet when they go to the bathroom, because we've added now this half bath over here, and we'll have plenty of cabinet space for them to, your guests and your friends, to pilfer while they're supposed to be using the bathroom, the toilet facilities. Over here, third door down, we've got the second bedroom. We've done away with the original closet, and we've given you a bigger closet over there. Who knows? Maybe we'll leave the floor like this for people who like it more airy. That is a joke, if you don't know my sense of humor. All right, so I've backed up now. We're all the way out again in the mudroom. I want to give you the perspective coming in. So we're coming in through the back entrance. We're going in, and we see the bottom of the stairs here, and we're going to head up the stairs. Oh, biggest thing here. This was so nice when this was done, when we got this done. We moved the beam. So you can see right over here, sort of, there we go. That beam over there, we moved. It was over here, and now I can walk up the stairs without hitting my head, because I have done that plenty of times, more than I care to. Now, if you remember when we walked up the stairs the last time, this whole area here was pretty tight. And we got to about, so I'm at the top of the stairs here, and we got about to right here. There was a big step up. It was about knee high. Well, as you can see, now we have taken that whole area all the way to the front of the house, and we leveled it off. That's what I was talking about, where we dropped the ceiling in the foyer and raised the ceiling. So underneath us over here is the living room. So we raised that, dropped the foyer, and that gives us, it's kind of hard to make it out, but you can see the stud line over here. This is our bathroom. We are going to put a wall in the back. So it's not going to be quite as deep as this, but it's going to be plenty deep for our bathroom. But the wall in the back will give us room to put an air conditioning unit if we need to for the second floor up here. We've got to talk to the HVAC guy. So you'll see, though, it's quite a big bathroom up here. But more than that, we've taken our, let me straighten this back up a little bit here. So here we go. We're coming up the top of the stairs. Right over here is our top of the stairs. And we did have a landing that ended right about here. Now our landing goes all the way to that back wall. Maybe we'll put a linen closet on either side, but there's going to be the door to our bathroom right there. That's our bathroom at the top of the stairs. But now we have a landing area that's a safer, larger landing area. We've moved our doors over, centered them a little bit better on the landing area. And now just look at the space that we created up here. This is what I'm really excited about. It wasn't initially our intent to go all the way to the front of the house, but in order to go ahead and bring the house, the flooring down for the bathroom, we decided that really the labor cost wouldn't be any different to go out to that front wall. And by going out all the way to this front wall, we've now built this the front wall of the bedroom right over here on the support wall of the house. That's the exterior wall of the house. And what you're seeing off to the left in the attic space is the attic space to the attic, to the porch. So now we're supporting the roof with even more strength through these studs that we have over here. And you can see I'm in the corner now. This is an enormous bedroom space here. I don't have the specs right off the top of my head, but we more than doubled the bedroom space. And like I said, originally it wasn't even a bedroom. It was really more like somebody had the attic and they said, hey, if we put 2 doors up here, we can put children up here. And so now what you see, these 2 openings, that's going to be a wall-to-wall closet. So you'll be able to have your closet space, and if you look at it here, you'll have a pretty deep space over here. So it could be considered a walk-in closet, but it'll go wall to wall. It'll be an enormous closet space there. And we've also framed out not a true door, but we framed out a space in here into the attic. So we'll probably throw down a couple of pieces of plywood, let people know that yeah, hey, we can store stuff in here. But we'll put a little doorway access in there. That way your electrician, your air conditioning guy will probably love you for having that little doorway access. Plus, you'll have access to all that attic space that you want to get to. Okay, so now I'm going over into the corner. Sorry for the fast spin over there. We are in the opposite corner once you get in. So there's our entranceway where we came in. That's going to be our bathroom over there. That's the front wall of the house, and of course the side wall is over here. So beautiful room. We've kept the cathedral ceiling almost to the top. You'll see there up here. We're going to have a little bit of a flat space there, which will give us the ability to put in a nice fan as well. But it's going to be a nice open space. So now we go in here. Also, you'll notice on here we've got our window space. We've got the windows here to give us some nice light coming in. Going across here, it's darker because I have the black plastic over the window space for now. This is almost the same size as the other one. It is a little bit smaller, but the same design here. If you look at it, this vent stack's going to be gone. We're going to pull that out, of course, once we get to the point of doing the roof and plumbing gets all done. So those, again, wall-to-wall closet space. We opted to not put a dividing wall in the closet. So you've got the free movement of putting things all along here. We'll put in some lighting, of course, for the closet space, but I'm pretty excited about this space because we really added some square footage here. So whoever moves into this is going to have plenty of room up here to make nice bedrooms. This would be great bedrooms for teenagers, or you could even very easily turn one of them into a bedroom and one of them into a kind of like a second living space easily. And you'll have a full bath up here to work with, and you'll have probably, we're going to have some sort of access if we put an air conditioning unit up here in the front of the house. Behind the bathroom, we're going to put up some extra insulation for soundproofing, but we're also going to provide access to that HVAC unit in case you need to get to do some repairs on it, which will give you also access to over the porch here. You know, once we get all of our electrical done and we get the electrical signed off, we'll be able to put insulation in, and that'll cool down the house a lot. Well, I say cool down because it's now about 100 degrees, maybe 90 degrees, and we're in the sweltering heat of August. No, July. So we're in July. But that's what our house is now. I hope you like what we've done to it. It's really starting to take shape. It's pretty exciting. I think it's going to be really thrilling once we get the walls up in here. Oh yeah, one minor point here. When we get to the top of the stairs, so now I'm looking at it. So I'm backing into the bathroom space. Now I'm into that walled-in air conditioning space. And now I'm walking out. There are the steps to the left and over to the right. What we've done is we've put the wall up over here to provide it with more support for the railing over here. And we have, of course, boxed out that beam where we moved the beam so I'm not hitting my head when I walk up the stairs. But you can see there's attic space here. And remember, in this closet, where that extension cord is hanging down right over here, there's going to be an access point on that back wall to the attic. But you can see all of the attic back here is accessible all across the back of the house. So somebody really could, if they wanted to, store a lot of things. I'm sure Marie Kondo wouldn't like that, and but it is possible. You can go ahead and put some plywood down back there. Like I said, we'll probably put a couple of pieces down to get, just so people recognize that, yeah, it is storage space. And also so when they walk into the door there that we left for access, that they don't fall through to the first floor. That would be not a cool thing. So, okay, so now we're going downstairs, and pretty much that's the end of the show. Nothing that you haven't seen anymore, but you will just be seeing it from a different perspective as we come down the stairs here. So it's pretty exciting, starting to take shape. We've got, like I said, the framing is almost done, some little bits left, and the demo is pretty much all done. Now it's a matter of getting the roughing in done. We're getting some electrical done upstairs. We'll move down, do the electrical downstairs. A lot of that's already still done and good, so we'll be able to keep that, and then we'll start putting stuff together. It's pretty exciting. Hope you like it. Heading back out now. We haven't put it in yet, but what we're planning on doing is putting in the roof up here is some recessed lighting. Got some 6-inch recessed lighting cans that we'll put up there. Probably put at least 4 up there, maybe more. Hope you enjoyed this, and that's the end of this video till we get the next adjustments done. Have a great day.